Adopt Me just made one of the brand new rarest pets to exist in the game. This is a Dango penguin. Best of all, you can get this without spending Robux. This is the finalized design that Adopt Me has officially shared, and here's how it looks. Wasn't quite what I was expecting. In fact, I think this is kind of cooler. Getting 3 blobs of penguin ice cubes. And best of all, you don't need to spend the Robux to go and get it like the other 3 variants. And this is pretty cool. Before I explain how you go and get this, let me show you the other 3 penguins. Now we have an official look. This is the ultra rare chocolate ice cream penguin. To go and get this, it's going and replacing the king penguins. So you go and use a 195 Robux golden clam to go and obtain this pet with an 87.5% chance of going and getting the chocolate variant. This is the most common version you can go and get. With the next being like a 5 in 40 odds being the vanilla choco penguin, or the vanilla penguin. I'm pretty sure it's just called vanilla penguin, but this is what it looks like. It's a vanilla ice cream with a vanilla wafer, little chocolate beads on top, and ice cream. Practically is what it says on the tin. It's pretty cute. To be honest, it doesn't really look vanilla to me. I'm surprised they kept all of them as scoops, but I guess they had to keep them consistent. I probably would have made it like a little whippy bit on top or something. I thought that would have been cool, but it's okay. This is a legendary, and obviously the harder version to go and get. Finally, we have the strawberry penguin. This is a 1 in 40 odds, meaning that this pet alone is also very expensive to get. If each clam is 195 Robux and you need to go and open up 40 to go and get this pet, that means this pet will cost you 7,800 Robux on average to go and obtain, meaning that the value of this pet is going to be high. But the value of the other pet that I'm going to be showing you is actually even higher than this, which is very surprising considering, hey, the other one is completely free. But remember, if you want to go and make this into a neon, you times it by 4, 31,000 Robux to get a neon strawberry penguin. That is insane. What is that, $300? Is that what that would cost you, $300? Hey, say you want to make a mega neon, you guys gotta be rich. You need 125,000 Robux worth to make a mega neon strawberry penguin. Guys, if you're making this pet, I pray for you. I pray for your bank accounts. I pray for everything that you have, because that's crazy. If you haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe. 60% of people watching this video haven't pressed the subscribe button. At 1.1 million subscribers, I'm hosting the next big giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed to be at a chance of going and winning a prize. So what is the brand new pet that Adopt Me is going and adding, and how do you go and obtain it? Well, I briefly mentioned this in a previous video. All you need to do is go to the pet release set, because this is how you're going to be able to go and obtain the brand new pet. Okay, so if you look inside of this, you can see that you can get legendaries. Now we know for a fact that this new pet called the Dango penguin is a legendary, meaning the only way to get it is out of a crystal egg. Now the odds of going and getting a legendary out of a crystal egg is technically 6%, with 0.1% being on this giant panda, which is still very valuable, and then 5.9% on going and being a legendary. Now, 5.9% might sound pretty good. To go and calculate the odds, that is the same as 1 in 16.9 eggs that you go and open would go and give you a legendary. So technically, open 17 eggs, mathematically you should receive a minimum of 1 legendary. But the thing is, there is a lot of legendary options. For example, the alicorn, the ancient dragon. The black widow will be removed, so you won't be able to go and get that. So that removes 1 from the list, which is technically good. Then we got the diamond dragon, dragonfly, all of these diamond pets, you know what these are. The emberlight, lots of you guys questioned, is the emberlight leaving? Thankfully, this pet is staying in the game. If it left, this would like skyrocket the value of the emberlight crazily. And I'm glad, because I think it's a cute pet, and it's still worth a very significant amount of value. Basically, the new pet is a similar concept of how the emberlight was released. And then we go all the golden ones, then we got the regular legendaries that you can hatch out of the themed egg. So that means that the Slimingo is going, and so is the Black Widow. So what does that leave you in odds-wise? Let me go and count these up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Oh, he said it. That is a total of 13 legendaries, excluding the Slimingo and the Black Widow. So, once we go and add the extra legendary, which is this, that brings us up to a total of 14 legendaries. Now, we know for a fact that you have to go and open up 17 to go and get one legendary. Now, say you want one specific legendary, you need to go and open up 14 of them. So we know it's 1 in 17 to go and get any legendary, but if you want to get a specific one, say you have to go and open up 14 because there's 14 legendaries you can get. That means you have to open up, on average, 238 crystal eggs to obtain this pet. Statistically, on average, to go and get it. Because this 5.9% is divided by 14. You can go and do the maths if you want, but statistically, 238 eggs. If you get the 5.9% divided by 14, that is the odds of going and hatching this new pet. The odds are 1 in 0.42, which, hey, is still 4 times better than a giant panda, right? Like, it's significant better than going and getting a giant panda. But the odds is 0.42% to go and get this thing. 0.42%. Now, we know, based on the fact that giant panda on its release was around 30 to 40 in value. We also know that the similar pet, this little dude right here, the Amberlight, was worth around 15 to 20 on value. Meaning it's probably going to follow pretty similar footsteps. If anything, because this pet is probably cuter than the Amberlight and will achieve more demand because it's preppy. I think this is probably, the second you go and get this, going to be around 20 in value. So, we know for a fact the odds are 1 in 0.40, which is insane, by the way. That is such small odds. What does that mean, and how many pets would you have to go and release to even go and get this? Well, let me go and claim this. We're gonna go and delete a Mega Neon Cat so we can go and get some eggs. Yeah, that's right. You have to delete Mega Neons and crazy stuff to even go and get a crystal egg. So, if I go and tell you those odds again, it's 1 in 237. What do we need to do to get 237 points? Let me go and break that down. To start off, we need the crystal egg. To get a crystal egg, you need 4,500 points. But when you go and do that, it also goes and gives you the basic egg. So that means it takes 5,000 points to get one crystal egg. So we go and get 237 and times it by 5,000 points. Meaning you would need 1.185 million of these pet release points statistically to go and get this new little ice cream. You need 1.185 million. 1,185,000. That is a crazy amount of points, especially when one legendary is 810 points. So if we get this number and divide it by 810, you would have to delete 1,462 legendaries. What? To get this, I would have to delete 1,462 legendary pets. That is insane. And chances are, I might not even get it. You know, that's wild. 1,400 legendaries? We can calculate this on a different concept. Let's see how many commons you'd need. Alright, we're going to put in a common. A common is worth 90 points. We're going to go and grab this number that we just had, this one right here, and then divide it by 90. This is going to be an anonymous number. Yeah, you need 13,100 commons to go and get it. Alright, if you delete 13,166 common pets, you can get this lovely ice cream. Statistically, that's the mathematical equation and the percentage odds of going and getting it, saying that you go and release every single one, and that the odds all align in your favor, which is wild. Now, there is a chance that you can get it out of one crystal egg. That is definitely a possibility, because the odds are 6%, right? Say you are one of the luckiest people in the world. Well, you might just happen to go and get the 6% legendary when you hatch it. And then afterwards, out of the 14 legendaries, you might randomly get selected to get this thing, which is a 0.4% chance, which is insane, by the way. So on your first try, it is possible to go and get this. And if you do, then you've basically hit the jackpot. You've basically gone and turned a bunch of random pets you released into one of the new rarest pets in the game. Now, this pet will go and drop in value probably quickly. People want to be the first person to have this in a neon, the first mega neon, or just one of the first people to go and own this pet. But considering the odds are so slim of going and obtaining it, there's going to be a lot of demand because of how cool this pet looks, which is absolutely insane. So if I was you, I guess stock up on crystal eggs, because you're going to need to, and good luck, because that's absolutely insane odds to go and get this pet. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Obviously, you could go and hatch it out of your first crystal egg, but on average, you'd have to delete 13,000 commons, which in fact, I don't think most people have. I only have 11,000 pets, so even if I deleted like every single pet that I have, I don't think I'd even go and get this statistically, which is the crazy part about it. I could like delete every single pet that I own, and I still wouldn't even statistically have the odds to go and hatch this thing, which is wild. Remember, it will drop in value pretty quickly. They don't have plans of going and removing it from the game for a long time, so I guess consider that fact in when you're going and overpaying or trying to trade this thing. It's probably going to be available in Adopt Me for the foreseeable future. But it is cute. I wonder how they chose the color choice though as well. It's like traffic lights, I guess. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1.1 million subscribers, so please subscribe right now. Oh, and since Roblox removed star codes, we're gonna go broke, so you can go and buy some of my merchandise at madebycookie.com. We have a variety of pretty cool items, so if you're looking for the perfect Christmas gift and you want to help support the channel, you can even go and buy a mouse pad for when you're playing Adopt Me on your computer that says the word neon on it. Then head to madebycookie.com and place an order today, and hopefully it will arrive before Christmas. It makes it a perfect gift. Press the button on the right to go and check out another video that YouTube thinks you're gonna like to go and watch next. Press the button on the left to go and check out my real life channel where I post behind the scenes and interesting content.